Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about Doordash deplatformed me. How do I get back on? So recently I got a DM from one of my subscribers. Not a Baptist, thank you so much for DMing me on Instagram and making this video possible. I don't typically take DMs on Instagram, but I was at my computer, so what the heck. Seem to be doing that a lot more lately. But apparently this gentleman got deactivated and is wondering how he can get back on. And I would love to hear the full story on this subject. So with that said, I want to go over everything that Not a Baptist has expressed to me, what Doordash tells you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain and is never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over in this video is very market dependent, and what applies to me and my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. What's up, bro? I got a Dash question for you if you're still checking IG, please and thanks. Okay, quick note before we even keep going. I normally work through email just because everything's a little bit more organized. Sometimes I'll look at the DM, but I won't have time to actually respond, things like that. Just understand that if you are going to DM me on IG, there's no guarantee of you getting a response, and same goes for email. But at least in email, it's a little bit more organized for me, and the likelihood of me actually responding is a little bit better. So if you do want to get in touch with me about a story or something like that, my email is drivenwyld@gmail.com. Feel free to email me there. Sure, what's up? Doordash deplatformed, fired, LOL, me. I was driving and actually digging it, and then I tried to order some food, and they realized that I was the same guy they banned for something during the pandemic. I don't even know what. So some restaurants are actually ran by some of the most narcissistic people. They would rather blame you for any problems that they have instead of actually taking ownership and making adjustments that way. That's why when I say some restaurants should be on your no-go list, I mean it. It's not necessarily about the quality of the food or how frequent you get orders. If it's going to be more costly to you to accept orders from them, and if they're going to give you a hard time, then it's irresponsible to work with them, whether you're a customer or a driver. I used to really like this pizza place down here, Umberto's. And I remember going to them up in New York. I loved their food. They were owned by the same people, or at least at the time. I don't know if it's still the case. And when I got down here to try it, the people that worked there were the most abusive people, and they're so rude to everybody. So much so that most people don't even want to go there for that reason. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. And every time I picked up from there for restaurants, they were trying to make it sound like I was the problem, and they kept rating me poorly on Uber, and it led to a lot of issues. And when I finally swung back and made a Yelp review on them, they DM'd me calling me names and shit like that. And I'm like, look, I am not dealing with people like this. Eventually, I just don't receive orders from them at all because Uber finally put a stop to that on a system level, but I just can't work with people like that. I tried to order food and it realized my phone number was the same guy as they banned, I guess. Never realized it when I signed up because I use a different email. Yeah, these apps, like all of these gig apps, know your email and know your phone number. And that's kind of important for you to know. If you try to build an account again with the same email and a different phone number, it's gonna block you, and vice versa. How do I get back on? Different email? Thanks so much, your stuff is good. All right, well, first off, they can request to have you banned and just have you not receive orders from them. I'm assuming that's what they were trying to do, but then DoorDash deactivated you for that? That's a little extreme even for DoorDash. You might be in an area where they were just trying to do a mass deactivation anyway. Second, listen, no judgment, but where were you ordering from that you knew they hated you, that you felt the need to actually contribute to their business and order food anyway? Is the food that good in that business to where you would want to do that? That's interesting. interesting to me. Finally, there is this old method that some people have tried to use, and a lot of people have succeeded, mind you. I know a lot of people have done this before. They would create a new account with a new number that's not a burner number or anything like that. They would actually go to like T-Mobile or Verizon or whatever, get a new number, a new email address, and a new zip code. However, with the new verification system that they implemented, I don't know if that's actually valid anymore. I know a lot of people that actually get soft deactivated or hard blocked because of the verification system as a whole. And it's really frustrating because a lot of people have been trying to stay on Doordash and actually maintain a Doordash account, and Doordash keeps hard blocking a lot of people for no reason. They really want to make sure that if they're going to wrongfully deactivate you, you stay off the platform. Whether it's because you're an intelligent driver that actually makes sure that they profit from the work that they're doing and not just taking whatever order, or they're just looking to get rid of you as a whole. Now, you could also appeal their decision via their DoorDash appeal system, and hopefully you could get back on that way, but most people are very unsuccessful with it in a lot of cases. But that doesn't mean it's not worth a shot. So feel free to try that. And if you need to know more about the deactivation and reactivation systems on DoorDash, I actually made a video talking all about that. I will leave that video in the description. Feel free to check that out. Anyway, I explained this all to him and he gave me a response. Hey, yeah, use it anytime. Honestly, I have no clue. I probably had an issue with something during the pandemic and told someone at DD customer service to F off.
Yeah, that'd do it.
When I made the driver account, I used hide my email just because I didn't want spam from them or them selling the address. Was driving fine and making some off-season cash and tried to order food one night and they linked the account and blocked me. I was making money for both of us. They are so effing stupid and greedy. And that's typical DoorDash for you. Sounds like to me that you were banned on the customer side. You started a driver account with a new phone and a new everything else, and you told somebody at DD customer service to F off. I would love to hear the story about what happened there. But when you made a driver account, they held that against you and had you deactivated that way. The support teams are really bad at supporting people and are incredibly petty at the same time, apparently. They would rather maintain their image than tell the truth, and it shows. Either way, I hope that you can get back on. I'm sorry that this happened to you, but overall, you can't expect the wrong people to do the right thing. The other thing I would tell you to do is the same thing I would tell you to do in any other video, is to diversify your gig portfolio, create an exit strategy so you're never super dependent on DoorDash as a whole, and make sure that you are making the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way that way, because in the event that these things do happen, they really do suck. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.